Hi there, it's Shell. And Chloe, that was her tail. She's been sitting here for like 5 minutes, and I turn on the camera and she's like, I'm out of here. So, sorry, I'm just getting rid of hair there. Okay. So, we're doing something, well, we're using some of the same items and we're using some different items, but I want to show you guys this beautiful coffee dye paper. My niece has started coffee dye paper, and I believe she's still thinking about opening an Etsy shop, and I love this one. So if she does do that, I will certainly keep you posted on my channel. So what I'm going to do first is I am just going to glue this coffee dye paper to this music paper because I want the music paper to be a little bit more sturdy. I never did find my green pen, but I remember seeing some pens I had to hold lace up from years ago, and I'm hoping that they won't rust. So I did find one that fits. So okay, I'm just going to kind of put glue all over here, and what sticks, sticks, and what doesn't, I can always come back and put that on later. But I really just want to have this set up for either a journaling spot, and I was thinking what I'm making can be used for journaling spots, or you know, a tag, or whatever you want to do. And I was going to line this with like a manila folder or something like that, but then I thought, well, if you want to use it for a journaling spot, if you put coffee dye paper, it's ready to go. So just going to kind of glue some this down all around the edges, and then it'll be ready to go. And like I said, you know, you don't have to come back later and add anything else. So just going to glue that. Again, I am using art glitter glue, and I'm working on trying to get a link to that below for Amazon. I get mine on Amazon. I really like that. It comes super quick. Okay, again, I'm going to use this part of the book, and we're just making kind of smaller pieces of ephemera today. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to cut little tiny corners like this, just simple. I'm going to cut little kind of squares, not cut, I'm going to tear, because I want that jagged edge. Again, this is inspired by Pinterest. You know, some of these things may not look anything like them, but I do like to use Pinterest for ideas. You know, it doesn't have to look identical to what I am doing, or you know, anything like that. It's just whatever you want to do at the time. So I mean, it doesn't have to be identical to what you see on Pinterest. So we could use that. And I think we're going to be able to make a whole lot of these little spots on this one, using this one sheet of music paper. So I'm just going to kind of rip it, because when I ripped some of them, you know, it's not so nice on the back. That doesn't bother me a whole lot, but if it's bad, then, you know, I'll fix it. And I am going to use coffee dyed, I am going to use some Stress ink to go around the edges, so it may not be a problem at all. Let's see, what do I want to do here? But again, this is just some music paper. This one was from 1955. I have looked these up online, and they really aren't worth anything. So I don't want you guys to think, oh no, she's tearing these up, because, you know, to me they're worth more to put in my book than to try to sell online. and I do look, because one time I got like a $1 book at a yard sale, and I went home and I looked it up, and it would have been perfect for junk journaling, and I didn't even think about taking a scan of it or anything, but I ended up selling. I got it for $1 and sold it for $125, I think, or $155 or something like that. It was so fun. So you never know. So especially if I get something old, you know, I've got like a really old William Shakespeare book that's not worth anything, so you never know what you're gonna get. So let's just kind of tear all these down. I'm just going to tear up this whole sheet of paper because I want to go ahead and use the whole thing, and you know, instead of just keeping this one little spot, may as well while we're playing today. Hope you guys are well, and hopefully you're joining me and making some, you know, fun little tuck spots of your own. Really appreciate all of your fun comments. And let's see. If you haven't seen the video from Monday, be sure and go back and watch that. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not really advertising or anything, so you guys might want to go over and check that one out. So, let's see. We're just going to have fun. And I really like these really quick and easy ones. And, you know, we're going to use some items that we haven't used yet. So, I think that will be fun here. So, I'm going to use this, but I'm going to tear this in smaller pieces. There we go. So, like I said, again, these were inspired by Pinterest. And, you know, I just, usually I don't spend a lot of time looking at them. I think, oh, that's a good idea. And then I kind of work it in my mind for a while. And when I'm done, and I'm like, oh, you know, because I might take a picture on my iPad or something, I'm thinking, oh, I'll go back and look at it. It doesn't look anything like it, which is nice. You know, it's kind of funny. So I am just going to wrap it up, because you think, oh, you know, this is going to look just like that, and yeah, it never does, which I don't aim for that, you know. I want my own style on it. So I'm just going to do all these with ink now, and that'll save me time later. Hope you guys are still enjoying this series. It's going to continue. I'm just going to work on some ephemera for a while, and you know, I'll do different series. Like maybe next time I'll do just a series on paper clip, or you know, paper clips, or belly bands, or you know, envelopes, or whatever I want to do. We are working on a special project that'll be coming out probably in a few weeks. So I'm not gonna tell you yet about that one, because I want to get it all put together and everything before we share any of that. So I think it'll be a fun little project. But I really am enjoying putting up my, I'm not sure how I want to use that one or that one, so I'm just going to set those over there. I might want to rip them down or something. But I just want to continue working on my ephemera and building my stash, and I will be, you know, making some journals and stuff as I'm doing some of the ephemera. I don't know how much of that I will share on camera, but you know, depends on what kind of time I have, things like that. We're getting busy here pretty quickly, so. Okay, somebody asked me about what kind of cheesecloth to get, And we always purchase ours, well, normally we purchase ours at the grocery store. And I was telling her that, yeah, it looks really thick at the grocery store, but it's rolled into many, 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 many layers, like 20, 30 layers, something like that. And, you know, we're on a farm, so we use cheesecloth a lot. And, but this is some that I picked up from, let's see, look at this, here's another layer. This is some I actually got from Hobby Lobby. But there's just so many little layers. And this, if you get it from Hobby Lobby, you can get it stained the color you want it. So this was just a pre-stained, kind of like a burlap color. So I found some of that, and I thought, well, maybe that'll be enough to do something. But that one little strip is this long. So if you guys were curious about that, she said she was having issues because everything she saw didn't look as, you know, fragile or as delicate as what she'd seen on videos and stuff. And I thought, you know, maybe if she's having issues, then maybe other people are too. So, especially, you know, for people who aren't familiar with this. So I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of, I want it to be thick enough so I can see it, you know, without being too thick. I think I'm actually going to just cut it down so it doesn't look, you don't really rip this because otherwise it'll just kind of all string apart, because it's just like strings kind of weave together. So I have, you know, some other items today. I just wanted to show you guys some of these. We're going to use stickers. I have some lace, which is usual in my, that's not new. I do have my stamps over here, some more lace, and a bunch of little stickers that I thought I could use. I was actually cleaning up my room, and I found tons of, you know, just the fun things I could use in my ephemera. And if any of you are like me, used to scrapbook, which I did, and I love stickers. In fact, all these right here I got from the Dollar Tree. And I still love stickers. My favorite are alphabet stickers, though I probably don't use them as often, you know, as I used to. But I thought we would just kind of play and see what we can come up with. One thing I need to decide is if I want to sew on this before we decorate it up. And it looks pretty tacked down and stuff, and I don't think I'm going to sew on it, just for, you know, a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to put just a little bit of lace. You can use little snippets of lace here, and you know, this is a good way to use up some of your images and some of your bits and pieces of lace. I think I'm going to use this little guy. It does have, that's one thing about stickers, is it does have, you know, some of them are white and stuff, but I'm just going to, I stuck it to my background, and it's like a non-stick, so it's not hard to get up, and just kind of, you know, maybe take them off and coffee stain them so that they don't look, you know, kind of out of place. So let's do this one, because I would not like that white showing up on my corner. That's what I'm doing right here, is I'm just making a little corner tuck. If you wanted to, you can put, in fact, that's probably what I should have done on the other one, is put some glue. So, just to make sure that it's not going anywhere. So I like to make sure, you know, these are kind of going to stay put. Let me see if that, see, that's already kind of coming up. I'll just put a little bit here, a little bit here. that. And you know, I like to layer things up like I was talking about in several of these different videos. Just going to put some glue for my burlap and or my cheesecloth, and just kind of make it kind of thick, just so it will sit there nicely. And put my lace down. I do find that lace does really well using the art glitter glue. You know, you just kind of, I put it maybe a little bit thicker just to make sure. And especially going into cheesecloth, you know. Okay. And then we're just going to kind of play and just see what we can come up with. I think a flower like this one might be really kind of fun to put on there. I'm just going to make sure the white edges aren't really showing. But, you know, these would be a fun thing for any junk journal, especially, you know, like a botanical or something like that. And I think I really liked them when I saw them on Pinterest. And I'm just going to kind of put that like that. And that one is complete. That's how simple these are. So let's do another one, and we'll kind of do a bigger one. I do love these because I think they're fun as far as the words. This one says me love, oh conscious, but you know, if you wanted to just put love, you could cover up the rest of it. And I think I'm going to use this as a little tuck spot. I think I'm going to go ahead and sew this though, just to kind of add another little layer, because I do like to layer up some of my projects. And so scooch all this over. There's still a lot of dust on my sewing machine from yesterday, or yeah, yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and do a zigzag, because I do like the zigzag look on these. Oops. And you know, it's not going to go all over the tag, it's just going to kind of do that one little pocket. It's just going to glue that down. Or, you know, however far I feel like it needs to go. Again, I am just using my brown thread. I still have that in there, and I think it's been working really well for this series. So here's one. Let's do maybe one of these flowers. I did have these. I don't know if I showed you guys these, but I think I picked these up at Joann's, like 50% off a while back. You know, I used to do handmade cards and stuff for a few years, but I have a lot of stuff for cards. So some of these won't work for what I'm doing because they're too large, but I'm going to pull out some of them. Get rid of my bag and I'll just stick them somewhere else. I keep these to make tags out of. I think they're really nice. So something like that. That is so cute. You know, and you don't have to put a lot of time in this. Let's go ahead and use some more cheesecloth just to give it another little bit of a layer. And you know, you don't have to lay it perfect, just kind of maybe jumble it up there and put this here. And again, since I'm using the cheesecloth, I'm kind of making sure that it will kind of seep up and glue all that down. And I want to do one other thing on this one before I put my flower on. remember I do have tons of little die cuts from music paper. So I pulled that when I started making these. Thought about making them. Just to see what I have in here. And actually, I don't know, but that color kind of peeked out at me. I'm going to use these maybe. And I'm trying to use up a whole bunch of my die cuts. So these, you know, I use dies for these, and I had a whole batch of them, and I made it for, I just cut a whole bunch of them out at one time. So let's do that. And I thought it would be kind of cute to go maybe something like that, but I feel like it still needs something. So we're just going to play until we can figure out what it needs. Here's some of that coffee dye paper that I tore off. I kept my scraps over to the side, and that might look kind of cool. You know, just kind of a little layer, maybe a couple of them. You know, I love playing with my scraps, and, you know, don't throw anything away, especially when you are in the middle of creating. You know, when you're cleaning up or something, that might be, I try not to keep everything. It's really hard not to. But when you're creating, you know, you might say, oh, you know, that little piece, I can use that here, I can do this, I can do that. So if I, you know, think, oh, I don't want to waste that coffee dye paper, you know, I can use it then, and I can, so that worked out kind of nice. Glue that down. I'm going to glue our little guy down. It'll kind of stand out a little bit better. I don't know if it's, you know, exactly how I wanted it, but I think I'll be fine. And we can glue him down. I think that is so cute. And, you know, I still have like a sunflower book in the back of my mind. So I could use this in there. I'll put him here. And, of course, I have to do some words. So, let's see. Hopefully I can find something fairly simple. I don't want it too large. I just want something short and sweet. So these kind of have to do with Halloween and stuff like that. So we'll just do this one. It says faith and hope. See what we can do here. And that will kind of stick out a little bit. Can you guys hear the goats and the chickens talking out there? Gotta run out in a little bit and do chores. They're kind of, hello, we're still here and we're hungry. So that's that one. And there is a spot for a little tag. So I also thought about this stamp. I probably can't get that one out. Maybe I'll put a stamp on there real quick. If something, you know, kind of pops out at me and I like it. Okay, I didn't see anything. I think I like it too well on its own. Okay, so let's do this one, and I have a little bit of a different idea for this. I'm going to do the corner again, but I'm going to do it on this side, and we'll go ahead and sew that. I'm just going to use that. It doesn't dry, I mean, it dries pretty quick, so I don't worry too much about using my sewing machine right after that. I haven't had any issues yet, anyways. And I'm just going to sew down this edge using a zigzag. Okay, and then I wanted, let me show you. See, I have these pink flowers, but I was looking, actually I might use one of these. These are kind of pretty. Pretty sure I picked these up also at Joann's. It's been months and months ago, so it's kind of hard to remember. But I kind of, that was too big. Maybe this one, or is that a whole sticker? I think those are too big for this tag. Look at this one just to see. Sorry, it's not loud. Okay, so let's see. Maybe this one, but I have to show you guys what I have. I was looking for inspiration. I was cleaning up my room this morning, and I flipped down and I saw this, and I thought, man, that would be perfect. And this is a little girl's barrette that they wear in their hair. And so my husband clipped off all the wire because it had a wire closure and stuff, and I thought that would go perfect on here. So I just thought that was kind of funny, and I wanted to share that with you guys, because you can make art, you know, out of anything. So, and my niece had given me tons of little bits and pieces of things that she had that they were getting rid of, and she said I said anything metal or, nice, and I saw that and I thought, ooh, what is that? And I picked it up because I thought it was like a brad or something, and then I picked it up and it wasn't, but I really liked it, so I thought that was kind of fun. So this is just some paper off of some cardboard that I used the other day, and I really wanted a touch of brown here to kind of go under my flower, just to kind of add maybe a little bit of interest to that. And I'm going to go ahead and put this little piece on the back. So when I was peeling my cardboard, I just went ahead and put this on there. Save some of this, and I liked it. I'm going to use some more of my cheesecloth. But, a little teeny bit of cheesecloth can go on forever. It doesn't, doesn't take a lot to make a little, an addition to your project. I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker than I normally would, just again because I'm using the cheesecloth. And then I want my pink. I just thought that would be really cute, and I'm just using my art glitter glue. I haven't had any problems gluing down plastics or lace or anything really. Just kind of set that there, and then I do want just a little bit of greenery. So what I did is I pulled my dies and stuff. Sorry, I just been kind of throwing odds and ends in here. I know what I'm looking for, this one. This little guy right here. So, I am just going to use this. Don't forget to invite Bit.
I will, I gotta find first.
Okay. Sorry, Daddy is taking a nap, and He, his cat gets sad. I won't say mad, but he gets sad if Daddy goes and takes a nap because he shuts the bathroom door or bedroom door, and he's not invited. It's really sad. So, told him to make sure, because sometimes he's sleeping, the baby is, and he doesn't want to wake him up. But then he gets it's quite funny. Our cats, I tell you, they have their own personality. Oops, I think I almost got that locked up there or closed up. But these are so fun to make. I'm really enjoying, you know, just kind of making some of these. I think we'll go ahead and make one more just to kind of, because I have you guys right here, I guess. Putting a pretty good amount of glue there. And then this one will have a little tuck spot as well. So I think that's cute. Let's do the other corner. I think that's glued pretty well, and I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I am going to be gluing this down most likely in a book. So I am just going to do that. I might go ahead and make this into a little tuck spot as well. So far I'm really enjoying the little tuck spots. They're kind of fun to just decorate. And I'm going to go ahead and scooch some of the stuff out of the way. And do a zigzag around this. On this one, I just kind of did my sewing just a little jagged and stuff because I like that look, and it was a jagged piece of paper and I wanted to make sure I got the edges, and so I think it works just fine. Let's see what else we have here that we can do. Oh, let's go back to these guys. I saw these little birds and I thought they were so cute. So I may try to use one of those. Let's see what else I have that maybe I would want to use. These are pretty cute, and they're kind of, they're like vellum stickers. So maybe I'll stick one here, kind of. Like that. I don't see them anywhere in here. So, Daddy's in there calling for his baby so they can go take a nap. But, you know, it's just fun to kind of play. Ooh, here's another sunflower one. I think I'll use this one. So, let's see what we can do here.
Well, come on, honey. Come on, Ford. Let's go. Love your mom. Okay, come on, honey. They won't even wake up.
So, I don't know if I got that on camera or not, but Daddy's calling for the baby, and he's crying. He says, yes, I'm ready to take a nap, and he cries until Daddy tells him. And really, he just goes in the bedroom for treats. Daddy says he uses him. And he does, but you know, it's cute. Okay, sorry. So, I think I'm going to put one of these on here. And I really like these ones over here in the corner. I don't want to cut that. And really, if you look at this, look at the background of the stamps. That'd be kind of cool on any, you know, journal thing. So what I'm going to do is, this is a full stamp, so I'm just going to cut one out, cut it apart from the other set, like that, and put that there. I think that is really cute. I feel like it's like my cheesecloth cloth isn't showing enough. So let me see, I think I have more right here. I think I'm going to make it a little bit wider. I really want it to kind of show. It's a little bit longer here. Maybe there and there, and I'll kind of get sideways. There we go. And let me go ahead and I'm just using, again, just vintage photo distress ink. That's my favorite. I like the tea dyed, but to me it's kind of got a red tint, so the vintage photo is my favorite. My hands are grimy, so it kind of stuck to the back of the stamp or sticker. Oh, I like that much better. That's cute. And now I feel like I need something up here, so what do I want to put up there? Let's see. Do I have any, let me look over here first. Maybe one of these would work, but they're not yellow, and I don't think that's going to work. So let's pull these away. I think the vellum looks really nice with these. I thought about maybe something like a word, and that would be cute. Let me see if I can find something. Like I said, I grabbed the one that has holidays, like Happy Halloween, and there's Enjoy the Journey. Let's see. I think that would work. Let me just try that. And maybe I'll go ahead and grab another one of those little, another one of those little, things that I had. Here's one. So, I think I'm going to make this a little bit darker, so I'm just going to try to press it in here and just see what happens. Ooh, that kind of gives it interesting texture. Sometimes I do that, but usually your hands get really bad. But since this is my last one, I'm okay. That's kind of cool, and it'll kind of show up behind the, or in front, yeah, behind the word or the phrase. Let's slide that down in there. I don't really want to, close up my little pocket, but I think that'll work okay. So, even though it's in there. And then we'll put Enjoy the Journey there. Just going to trim off just the edges of it and kind of bring it just a little bit closer. In fact, I think I'm even going to trim this off. Seems like it has a really wide border. And by trimming it, maybe I can see my thing just a little bit better. My arrow. I always love the saying, enjoy the journey. I just think that's kind of a, a good reminder. And I'm just going to kind of put it here. Trying to see the full word, or the full phrase. There we go. So I think that looks pretty nice. I got a little dark there, but I don't think that looks bad. So it would go in the book, in a book, kind of, let me use this piece of paper. So it would be like a page, like a pocket in a page, on a page. I would just glue it down. So we have this one, you could put here if you wanted to. There's a little tuck spot there as well. And I think that's really cute. You could put this one anywhere on your page. You could put a paper clip on it. You could, you know, make it like a little floating pocket. And that one, I set them all aside when I finished. Here they are. This one, you could do that, you know, on the page. You could do it on the bottom if you wanted. The side, the pocket. And then this one, which I think is kind of cute, and you can put it here, or if you don't mind the way that the music notes are going, you can put it here. I try to do a couple that are, you know, kind of for the left-hand side as well as the right-hand side. That way it gives me more selection whenever I am going through my stash. So I hope you guys liked those and kind of using the stickers. I think that was kind of fun, and it was a fun little change from, you know, maybe things that maybe you don't have stickers, maybe you have tons of stickers, but you know, it's kind of another idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you in the next video. You guys have a wonderful day.